I'm so happy that you're here. Please ignore the mowers right out back. Hopefully they won't be out there that long. They're usually really quick, so hopefully it won't be distracting. So I'm just going to switch it up just a little bit today. I want to invite you to come into a seat. So if you have a block, just bring that right underneath your seat, and we're going to stay seated for this meditation. If you want to lay down, you can, but you don't have to stay seated. I want you to stay alert and present. This is just a 30-minute short, slow flow. We're going to do some twisting. So this meditation is a tribute to Yoga One. Yoga One is a yoga studio was a yoga studio. It actually closed down yesterday. And I just want to read a meditation from there. Yoga One, if you ever want to do some research, it's Baptiste affiliated, and it started my yoga journey, and it completely and utterly changed my life. It's a lot of the stuff that I teach today in my classes. I've kind of mixed the Baptiste training with the Christian yoga. So I'm just going to do a little meditation from there. You can lay down if you want, but like I said, you can just take a seat. So just keep, if you would like, the Yoga One community from Charlotte, North Carolina in your prayers. So this is for them. So get yourself in a seat and sit into whatever position is comfortable for you. So find that seat, deepen your breath, maybe even bring your hands onto your heart. Just coming into this sacred space with God. As we enter into this week, we're focusing on this desire to be like Jesus, this desire to be more like him. But before we talk more about that, we're going to just get into this meditative state. So set your intention that there is no greater place to be than right here, right now. Let go of any head stuff that keeps you from being in the present. Let go of any expectations. Drop your mask and be receptive to whatever comes up. Stop trying and doing and just come into a true and deep sense of surrender. Begin to bring your attention to your base. Feel the floor, chair, pillow, or whatever it is that you are sitting on, and just notice your base. And then gently walk your fingers of your mind to your spine and to the top of your head. With your eyes closed, look through the center of your forehead. Don't look with the pupils of your eyes. Use instead your mind's eye. It is as though you are stepping back in the middle of your mind and looking at the inside of your own head. You may see flashes of light, you may see colors, or you may see total darkness. Whatever you see, simply notice it. Begin to watch the inner wall of your forehead, just as if you were sitting in the middle of the room and watching one of these four walls. Bring your attention to your hands and rest your attention on them. Soon they will feel warm and start to tingle. Whenever we bring awareness to any point of our anatomy, we're moving energy to that direction, so it will physically become warm. Don't force your attention on your hands. Just feel and watch them with your mind's eye. Feel the energy flowing into your hands. Bringing the awareness to your thumbs, your first fingers, second fingers, and third fingers, and fourth fingers. Begin to shift your attention from one finger to another until your connection is steady. Make them glow with the calm power of your focused mind. Keeping that nice and steady breath in and out. Funneling your awareness to your hands bridges the mind and body and brings you into the present moment. We are using your body as an anchor for your mind. Whenever you feel that your mind starts to wander, and it will, just return your attention to your hands and begin again. Meditation is an unending process of beginning again. If your mind pulls you into forgetfulness and you slip into the past or future thoughts, simply remember this moment and begin again by bringing your attention back to your hands. Bring your awareness to your breath, to the ebb and flow, the in and out of your nostrils. Watch it rise and fall. Mentally noting the in and out of every inhalation and exhalation. Don't try to change or control the breath. Just observe it as it is. Open your ears and hear every sound in the room. Simply let every noise flow in one ear and out the other. Hearing grounds you into the moment-to-moment awareness. It brings you into the here and now. And the being present to each now moment is the essence of mindfulness. When you hear the sounds around you, simply listen without manufacturing or creating any thoughts around them. Begin to notice your thoughts. By this simple act, you step outside your thoughts into the role of the observer and increase the space between them. The light shines through that space, widening the gap between stimulus and response and giving more time and space for intuitive responses to arise. In our normal state of consciousness, we come to believe that we are our thoughts, but you are not your thoughts. If you can observe them, then clearly they are something separate from you. Each time you become aware that you are thinking, you have slammed on the brakes and entered into new mental territory, a new field of consciousness. Don't struggle to free yourself from your thoughts. Just become aware of them. As soon as you become conscious that you have become involved in mental chatter, you've freed yourself from it. Just bring your attention gently back to your hands and let the thought go as quickly as it came in. Beginning again and again is the whole act of the meditation practice. Over and over, we begin again. Let it all be natural. No manipulation. Just be here and now, breathing and observing your thoughts and letting go. Coming into this sacred space, becoming present to the presence of God, stepping outside of that wild mind, just using this space to just be more like God, to just spend time with Him. Taking just a few more breaths here. Before we begin, just allow this verse from Ephesians to wash over you. Put on a new self, created to be like God in true righteousness and holiness. So just like the meditation stated, beginning again and again, creating this new self, coming into this new space. Whenever you're ready, remove your block from underneath you and just come onto your sits bones if you're not there already. We're going to find some twists today in a short little flow. So see if you can get rooted into your sits bones. I always like to kind of wobble side to side. Reach your palms high towards the sky. Big breath in. Spread your fingers. Reach your gaze high towards the sky. And then bring your right hand down right next to your seat there and extend that left arm over to the right side. See if you can peel your heart towards the ceiling. Big breath in. And then breath out. Simply flow all the way over to the other side. Just breathing into that side. See if you can kind of point your right rib cage towards the back of your mat. Big breath in. Breath out, slowly rise back up. Just moving into your twist. Bring your left hand to your right knee and your right arm back behind you, just setting up into our first little twist. So just kind of noticing how you're feeling, how you're arriving in this space. Lessen the grip on the hand, on your left hand on your right knee. Reach the crown of your head high. Inhale. And then exhale, twist. Just looking maybe towards the back of your mat or over your right shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, twist. Deepening that breath, beginning again and again. It's creating that new self, that new way. And then slowly make your way over to that other side. Bring your right hand to your left knee. Tent your fingertips back behind you. Roll your shoulders away from your ears there and reach the crown of your head high. Inhaling. And then exhale, twist. Breathing into that right shoulder. One more breath in. Breath out. Slowly come back to center. Maybe just close your eyes here and just noticing. Taking a few deep breaths here. Maybe seeing where God's creating that newness within you. And just creating that desire to just be more like Him, to let go of any other stuff that's kind of holding us back from this space. And just coming into this present moment, seeking Him with our whole heart. Slowly begin to cross your ankles underneath you and make your way to your table. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, your knees under your hips. And just take a few cat and cows here. Finding your own little rhythm. You can move with me if you'd like, or you can kind of just find your own little flow between your cat and cow here. Reach your gaze high, open up your throat. Bring your shoulder blades a little bit closer together, inhaling. And then deep exhale, bring your chin towards your chest, arch your back high towards the sky. And just find that organic movement, side to side, back and forth. Maybe lingering in one spot a little bit longer. Maybe just closing your eyes and just calming the mind and the body. Finding one more big breath in and out. And then slowly come into your hero's pose. Before we move into our flow, we're just going to find that same little twist on the other side, or finding that same little twist. But coming onto our knees. So come onto your knees, reach your palms high towards the sky. Big breath in. Breath out. Bring your right arm back behind you, your left in front of you. Coming into that twist here. See if you can square your hips towards the front of the mat. Breath in. Breath out. Reach it back up and just find that flow on the other side. Reaching your right arm in front of you, your left arm behind. And then slowly come back up, reaching your palms up high, maybe adding that back bend. And then coming back to your hero's pose. Bring your hands onto your knees. Just taking a few breaths here. Notice where you're carrying any tension. Noticing when your thoughts kind of drift away, and just come back to your breath. Come back to the sweet presence of God. And then slowly begin to make your way to your downward facing dog. Walk your palms all the way up towards the top of your mat. Really set yourself up here. So spread your fingers out wide, peel your toes under, and then reach your hips high towards the sky. Pedaling out your knees, just kind of walking out your dog here. Maybe shaking your head. Just finding any organic movement that kind of feels good to you. Finding about 4 or 5 breaths here on your own. Begin to find stillness here. Either close your eyes or bring your gaze in between your ankles and just see if you can just find stillness. Being completely still, just breathing into this downward facing dog. Slowly bring your gaze in between your hands and come all the way up into your forward fold, letting your head hang here. Maybe taking a deeper bend in your knees. Lift and spread your toes. Taking a bind if you would like. Breathing into your lower back. Letting go of any tension in your face and your forehead and your jaw. Let go of your bind. Lift and spread your toes. So spread your toes out as wide as you can. Root all four corners of your feet into the mat. Bend your knees a little bit deeper here, inhaling. And then exhale, simply root to rise, reaching your palms up high. Spread your fingers. And simply bring your hands to heart center. Maybe even hold onto your heart. Where in your life do you desire to be more like God? What is something that you need to let go of in order to grow closer to Him? To trust Him, to seek Him with your whole heart. Perhaps giving that over to Him in this space. Beginning again and again. Entering into this new way. Big breath in. Side out. Reach your palms by your sides. Flutter your eyes open. Make sure both of your feet are on 12 o'clock here. Pull the pit of your belly in towards your belly button. Reach your palms back up towards the sky. And finding that same twist. Bring your right arm back behind you, your left in front. Breath in. Breath out. Simply flow to the other side. Reaching your right arm back. Or your right arm in front of you, your left arm behind you. Spread your fingers. And then reach your palms back up high. Big breath in. Breath out, forward fold. Halfway lift, flat back. Reach the crown of your head towards the top of your mat. Press your palms into the mat. Step your right foot and your left, moving through that flow. Big breath in, upward facing dog. Roll the shoulders away. Moving through your table, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Finding that flow one more time, but just maybe a little bit faster. So you can go at your own pace or follow me. Wherever you are is exactly where you're meant to be. Bring your gaze in between your hands. Come all the way up towards the top of your mat. Halfway lift, fold. Bend your knees a little bit deeper here. Simply root to rise, reaching your palms up high. Spread your fingers. Bring your right arm back behind you, your left in front. Inhale. Exhale, reach it up. Finding that other side. Right arm out in front, left behind. Inhaling. Exhale, reach it back up. Maybe adding that back bend. Hands to prayer center, fold. Halfway lift, flat back. Press your palms into the mat. Step your right, then your left. Inhale, upward facing dog. Big breath in. Side out, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Just taking a few breaths here. Just breathing into this downward facing dog. Taking that pause. Finding one more big breath in. Big breath out. And then slowly finding your flow. So actually, we're just going to do one chair. So walk your feet all the way up towards the top of your mat. Halfway lift, fold. Bend your knees even deeper here, coming into your chair. This will be our only one. Spread your fingers, pull the pit of your belly in. Maybe sink just a little bit lower here. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Press your palms into the mat, moving through your flow. Big breath in, upward facing dog. Reach the crown of your head high, moving through your table, downward facing dog. Bring both of your feet together. Raise your left leg high towards the sky, coming into your three-legged dog. Flex your left foot. Breath in. Step it through, moving into your lunge. So you can bring that knee down if you'd like, or you can keep it lifted, just listening to your body here. Reach your palms up high, coming into your lunge. Stack your knee over your ankle. Finding that same twist. So reach your right arm out in front of you, your left behind. Breath in. Breath out. Reach it back up into your high lunge. And then simply come into your warrior two. So if you're starting out, you can keep that knee down, coming into your warrior two, just kind of bumping out that foot. If you want a little bit more, you can come into your bigger warrior two here. Knee over your ankle, spread your fingers, lift your toes, flip your left palm, peaceful warrior. Just finding that flow. Choosing to stay in your peaceful warrior if you like, or moving into your side angle, just finding that flow here. See if you can keep that knee, that left knee right over your ankle. Bring your bicep by your ear, peel your heart towards the sky. Breath in. Breath out, back to your peaceful warrior. Just finding this gentle flow. One more, side angle. Peaceful warrior. Deepening the bend in your left knee. Breath in. Let it go. Simply straighten your left knee, coming into your triangle. Reach your palms out wide. Bump your right foot out or bump your right foot a little bit closer to your left foot. So your left foot's on 12 o'clock. Your right foot's pointed towards the side. Expand your arms out long and then just hinge right over into your triangle. Reaching your right arm up high. Breathing here for just a breath or two. Spreading your fingers, and then simply windmill that hand all the way down, coming into your wide-legged forward fold. So you can simply take your wide-legged forward fold and just hang out there. Your knees are out a little, or your ankle, or your hips, not your hips, your heels. Goodness, I am messing up parts of the body. Your heels are outward and your toes are inward. So you can simply just kind of hinge right over, or you can find a twist in this pose. Reach your left hand down, reach your right arm up towards the sky. But check out that low back, making sure your hips are square towards the mat. So you don't want to kind of like twist all the way open. You can even leave your right palm on your lower back and just make sure your hips are square. Breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. One more breath in. Maybe hinging a little bit more. And then slowly making your way over to that other side, rooting your right hand down, either reaching that left arm up or bringing it towards your low back, making sure your hips are square. Lift your toes. One more breath in. Breath out, coming back to your forward fold. Simply walk your hands towards the back of your mat, finding that same flow towards the back of your mat, but on the right side. So you can bring that knee down if you'd like. Reach your palms up high. Big breath in. Breath out, finding that twist. Reach your left arm out in front of you, your right behind. Breathing in. As you breathe out, reach it up, coming into your warrior two. You can keep that knee down if you'd like, or come up onto that left foot. Flip your left palm, peaceful warrior. Breathing into your side body, finding that flow. Side angle, bring your elbow towards your knee, bicep by your ear. Peel your heart high, inhaling. Exhale, peaceful warrior. Finding one more, side angle. Peaceful warrior. You're doing great. One more breath here in your peaceful warrior. And then exhale, simply straighten your right knee, coming into your triangle. Bump that back leg a little bit closer to your right. Extend your arms out wide as though someone's pulling you in either direction. Lift and spread your toes, and then simply hinge right over that right hip, coming into your triangle. Breathing here. One more breath in. Creating that new self. Coming into the sacred space. Windmill that left hand all the way down, finding that little forward fold, just finding a regular forward fold here, letting your head hang. Maybe bending your knees a little bit more here, breathing into the legs, big breath in. Breath out, simply walk all the way towards the top of your mat now, coming into that lunge pose for just a breath, inhaling. And then exhale, step your left foot back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Beautiful flow. Roll the shoulders away. Moving through your table. Peel your toes under. Downward facing dog. Taking a pause here. Just breathing into this downward facing dog. Noticing the difference between this one and the first one we did. Finding one more big breath here. Breath out. Simply walk your feet towards your hands and make your way onto your seat, extending your legs out long. And just finding a quick little forward fold here. Flex your feet, root your sits bones into the mat, roll your shoulders away, and then simply just hinge right over your hips, feeling that deep stretch in your legs. Just calming the mind and the body. Finding about 4 or 5 big breaths here. First, 2 Corinthians 5:17 says, "Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old has passed away. Behold, the new has come." So just embracing this newness, becoming more and more like God, letting go of the past, of the old way, just entering into this new space. What does that look like for you personally? Where is God calling you into this newness? Slowly begin to rise. Bring your palms of your feet onto the mat, coming all the way down onto your back. And as you come down, just reach your legs up high. We're just going to be here for just a breath or two. So just coming into your waterfall, you can always find a wall. I personally like to twist my ankles, point and flex my feet. That's really good if you want to practice some balance, just kind of strengthening your ankles there. And then just find stillness for a breath or two. Just letting your legs hang. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Give it a gentle squeeze. And then bring your knees over to one side, finding your supine twist. Last twist of class. Big breath in. Breath out. Gently make your way over to that other side. Just finding this twist on the opposite side here. Gently come back to center. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a hug. Maybe bring your face a little bit closer to your knees. Squeeze in as tight as you can. Big breath in. And then exhale, opening out as wide as you would like, taking up as much space. Point your toes outward. Face your palms towards the sky. Find one more deep filling breath here. Side out. Shavasana. Because of Jesus, you are enough. You are secure. You are the salt of the earth. You are cared for. You are seen. You are forgiven. You are free. You have hope. God is love, and that means you are loved. God is peace, and his peace lives in you. God is enough, and you are filled with his enoughness. God is who he says he is, and he made you to be his beloved. Deepening your breath here. Choosing to stay here for as long as you would like, especially since this is just a short little 30-minute flow. Just flies by. So if you want to turn your device off or kind of stay right where you are, that's okay. Or whenever you're ready, simply reach your palms above you, come into your Feel Good Morning stretch. Rolling over to one side. Bring your knees in towards your chest and give yourself a hug. Thanking God for this time. Thanking God for this practice and for this new way, this new space He's creating in you. And thanking yourself for showing up today. Gently find your seat with your eyes closed, hands on your heart. Finding one big filling breath together, in through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Thank you, God, for all that you've blessed us with. Thank you for creating this newness within us, this desire to be more like you. Help us to run to you, to make time for you, to seek you with our whole heart. Stepping outside of our wild mind and just embracing you day after day. Help us to be more like you. In your name we pray. Amen. And namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. It always goes by so fast, the 30 minutes. I can't believe it.